Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good afternoon, my dear students. How are you today? 2 days ago, we started talking about Unit 9, and the title was Uses of Cameras. We learned that there are different uses for cameras. We can use cameras for filmmaking or for web chatting, for security, for civilians, or for surgical operations. And we studied that there are two types of professional cameras, or there are two types of video cameras, professional and consumer. And then professional are divided into two parts, camcorders and stereo cameras. You are going to describe all of them. Now,
السلام عليكم.
first, Allah Ahmed. Let's remind you, let's remind you of the educational value. The educational value for this month is revering parents, tying of kinship. Revering parents, tying of kinship. Here, as you know, the world is celebrating Mother's Day on the 21st of March. But we are Muslims. We should show our respect and our honor to parents all the year long, not in one day. And we should keep in touch with our relatives by calling them, by visiting them, by offering help when they need help. So these are some of the morals, some of the educational values for this month, honoring the parents or revering the parents. You should obey them. Obeying your parents is the way to paradise. Our religion and our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advise us or commands us to obey our parents. And disobeying them is a great sin. So we should talk to them politely. We shouldn't speak loudly. We should lower our voice. When we talk to them, we should listen to their advice. We should obey all their commands and orders. And when they pass away, we should pray for them and ask Allah for paradise for them. And of course, when they are old, they need our help. So we should be eager and ready to help them at any time. These are the new words we studied yesterday. Let's learn them. Then we have a reading exercise or a vocabulary exercise. Capability. Capability. The government wants to increase its military capability. Capability means ability. Consumer. Consumer. We need more feedback from the consumer in order to improve our goods. Consumer. ENG, ENG, electronic news gathering. So ENG is an abbreviation for electronic news gathering. Mobile phones can be used for ENG, for electronic news gathering. High end means the most expensive, valuable, superior, wonderful, developed, improved, sophisticated. High-end electronics are very costly. They are very expensive. Hydraulic. You have to check the hydraulic oil of your brakes monthly, every month. Hydraulic, moving with liquid. Motion picture is like a film or cartoon, motion picture. I saw an interesting motion picture, a movie, a film. Nowadays means at the present time, now. Nowadays, a children's TV is much more entertaining. Pedestal, pedestal. He placed the statue on its pedestal. Pedestal means a base where a statue can stand or mount. Barodrama. Barodrama is a play or a movie that tells us about historical events. She is fond of watching barodrama. Barodrama is like a risala or the message film by Mustafa Al-Aqad, Wais Lama, and Nasr Salah Din. These are some Islamic barodramas. So they tell us about what? Historical events. Stabilizing Stabilizing means something that can make something stable, fixed in a place. Glue is a perfect stabilizing material for paper. Stabilizing. Now, let's do the first exercise here. Fill in the space with words from the list. You've got here 6 words and 5 sentences. Read and fill in. Ziad Hatim.
The new type of iPhone mobile will affect all, including teenagers. Consumers.
Consumers. Excellent. Good. Muhammad Osama.
Yes, teacher. The tides are behind the of average 15 years old.
What
It
these exams or tests are beyond the
high end.
high end. No, high end is an adjective. We don't use the adjective. We use a noun here. Okay, let's see. Yusuf Sayed.
Capability.
Yes, thank you. Okay, right. Yes, Yusuf Sayed. Thank you, Muhammad Osama.
You're welcome, teacher.
Yusuf, again,
Number 3.
Number 2, please, again.
These tests are beyond the
Yes,
capability of an average 15 years old.
very good. Capability. Thank you. Yusuf Atiyah.
Yes, teacher. Camcorders are used for ENG.
Yes, very good. Do you know the abbreviation ENG is abbreviation for what?
I forgot, teacher.
I said it, I mentioned it at the beginning of the lesson. Okay.
Teacher?
Electronic. Yes, Muhammad Majdi.
Electronic news gathering.
Thank you, Muhammad. ENG, Yusuf, is an abbreviation for electronic news gathering, collecting news electronically. Electronic news gathering. Again, Yusuf, ENG.
Electronic news gathering.
Thank you. Abdurrahman. Yes, Mustafa.
What Shane?
Number
Come
4,
over
please. Number 4.
He always been to on right.
Devices. Which devices?
Uh,
Describe the devices.
Nowadays,
No. Muhammad Ahmed. Thank you. Muhammad Ahmed.
High end.
High end. Yeah, so these devices are high end. It means they are very expensive. They are very expensive, very sophisticated, developed, improved. Okay, so he's always keen on high end devices, means most expensive devices. Okay, Jubran.
What change came over the morals and creeds of people nowadays?
Yes, nowadays, here's the missing at the present time. Thank you so much. Now here, this is a summary for the lesson we studied last period. There are 2 types of video cameras. What are the 2 types? What are the 2 types of video cameras? Muhammad Maher Ghabiya.
The original camera and modern.
Sorry?
The original and the modern.
Original, modern. No. Kareem?
Professional camera and consumer camera.
Yes, professional cameras and consumer cameras. Thank you, Kareem. Okay. Who can describe professional cameras and consumer cameras. What are the differences between them? Mohammed Mahmoud. Professional cameras.
Professional cameras and camcorders, studio camera.
Yes, there are two types of professional cameras, camcorders and studio cameras. Good. Can you describe the professional cameras?
Bigger than consumer cameras.
Sorry?
Bigger than consumer cameras.
Yes, I agree with you. They are bigger than consumer cameras. So they are much bigger. Very good. Yusuf Shahata.
For film industry and surgeries.
No. Here, professional cameras, they are much bigger. They are much bigger than consumer cameras. And another one, another definition or description, Muaz Muhammad.
Professional camera used for ENG.
Yes, they are used for ENG. Here you are talking about camcorders. Camcorders are used for ENG. I agree. So professional cameras, they are designed to be carried on the shoulder. Here, the first difference, they are designed to be carried on the shoulder and they are very large. What about consumer cameras? Muhammad Majdi?
Smaller and portable.
Yes, they are very smaller or they are smaller, good, and they are portable, of course. Yes, they are portable, but
and digital.
How? How are they portable?
We can
On
wear
our
in the
shoulder
neck.
or
No,
on
neck.
our hand?
Our hand. On our hand.
So they are carried by hands and they are smaller in size. So you have to know the difference between these professional cameras and consumer cameras. Now, as mentioned, as your friend mentioned, that there are two types. Abdurrahman mentioned that there are two types of professional cameras. They are camcorders and studio cameras. Okay, good. Who can describe camcorders? Who can describe camcorders? Yusuf Muhammad Muhi. Yusuf Muhammad Muhi. Yusuf, Nasr Yusuf Ashkanani. Describe camcorders. Describe camcorders.
Describe what, sir?
Camcorders. Camcorders is a professional or a type of professional cameras. What do you know about them? Camcorders.
Teacher, I want to
Teacher, I
answer.
don't know.
Okay, let's see. Muaz, Ahmed. Muaz Ahmed. Yes, Muhammad Osama.
Bigger than consumer cameras carried on the shoulder used for ENG.
ENG. So they are used for ENG, electronic news gathering. Do they have the ability of recording or not? Muhammad, do you have the ability of recording or not? Yusuf Sayed.
Camcorders used in many fields like security, surveillance, and medicine and medical operations.
You are talking about the uses, the different use of video cameras in general. Okay, but camcorders, they are used for camcorders. They are used for electronic news gathering, and they have a shoulder destabilizing device on the here. Look at this picture. This is a camcorder. The camcorder, it is used for electronic news gathering, and they have a shoulder stabilizing device on the shoulder, and they have the capability of recording. Whereas the studio cameras, who can describe the studio cameras? Look at these two pictures here at the bottom. Mohammed Maher.
It's much better than consumer cameras, and it don't able to recording, and it used to film industry and cinema.
دخلتها حاجات في بعض يا محمد، دخلت حاجات في بعضها. Here they are fixed on studio pedestals or tracks. يبقى أنا المقارنة الأولى أن الكاميرا camcorders they have a shoulder stabilizing device on the shoulder, so they can be carried on the shoulder. Whereas the studio cameras are fixed on studio pedestals like this or tracks. قضبان سكة حديد كده.
Tracks.
And they have no recorder. They have no recorder on their own. They are cable bound. كمان متصلة بكابل كهرباء. ما عندهاش خاصية تسجيل. اوكي. الامتحان هينزل يا شباب بعد 4 دقائق. هينزل بعد 4 دقائق. اوكي. What are the different uses of cameras? دلوقتي هنقول استخداماتها بقى. What are the different uses of cameras? Faris. Yes, Faris.
It can used in operations and film industry.
Yes, surgical operations. Good. Yes.
Surgical and film industry.
Good. Yes. Muaz Muhammad.
Taking photos.
Taking photos. Yes.
Used for ENG also.
Yes. اوكي بس احنا قلنا الاستخدامات يا شباب الصور قلناها الصور اللي احنا قلناها هنا security matters web chatting surgical operations speed cameras or civilians and the last one filmmaking or film industry. So these are the different use of cameras. Of course, we use cameras for recording videos or for taking photos, but here we are talking about cameras which are fixed, so security matters, web chatting, surgical operations, speed cameras, filmmaking. Now here, let's make sentences. What are the benefits of using a video camera? Make a sentence about these pictures. Make a sentence. What are the benefits of using a video cameras? Kareem?
Recording happy moments in our life.
Yes, very good. They can record happy moments in our life. Good. Mohammed Mahmoud.
Take photo or record videos.
Good. Mohammed Majdi.
Can use it for film industry.
Good. Yes. So we can say it has made our life smooth and easygoing. It has made our life smooth and easygoing. It is useful in the field of education and medicine. So it helps doctors, it helps teachers. It is useful in the field of education and medicine. It records the happy moments in our life, as Karim mentioned, and it helps us to talk and see each other all over the world by a webcam. A webcam. So a webcam is used for chatting on the internet. Okay. In 1 minute, you are going to have what? You are going to have the reading comprehension. Please read silently and understand. Read it carefully. You are going to choose the best answer that best completes the sentence. Okay. I'm waiting for you until you finish.